Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I am going to discuss the JENPAS PG 2020 examination paper for the Master of Physiotherapy examination with the solutions. Now, this is the part 3 of the video where I am going to discuss about the questions from 21 to 30. So, if you are new to this channel, then please watch the previous two parts by clicking the I button above. Thank you so much.
Disclaimer of this video. All the answers mentioned here is done following a proper research. But if you think any answer is wrong, you can write the correct answer with your reference in the comment box. Thank you so much for watching.
Question number 21. All of the following are indications for mechanical traction except option A, joint instability, option B, spinal nerve root impingement, option C, hypomobility of spinal joints, and option D, muscle spasm or guarding. Now let's see the correct answer. The correct answer is option A, joint instability. Now traction can be used in muscle spasm, reversible joint hypomobility, and nerve root impingement, that is option B, C and D. But it cannot be used in an unstable joint, right? That is option A, as the pulling force may make the joint more unstable and can cause necrosis, right? So the answer is option A. Question number 22. Which anatomical landmark should be palpated when determining the subtalar neutral? Now, to determine subtalar neutral, there are various processes, but all of these processes are experimental, right? So now let's see the options. Option A, medial tubercle of talus. Option B, head of talus. Option C, sustentaculum tali, and option D, sinus tarsi. Now let's see what the answer is. Okay, the correct answer is option B, that is the head of the talus. Elveru et al. Proposed that if the talus is equally positioned between the therapist's fingers while doing the supination and pronation movement by the patient at the subtalar joint by palpating the head of the talus from both sides, that is medially and laterally, then we can say that the subtalar joint is in neutral position. To know more about this, you can check the Norkin Biomechanics book, 5th edition, page number 454. Question number 23. A patient presents with severe weakness of deltoid muscle and wrist extensors. Where would you suspect lesion to be located? Option A, C6 nerve root, option B, C7 nerve root, option C, middle trunk of brachial plexus, and option D, posterior cord of brachial plexus. Now let's check out the answer. In my opinion, the answer is option D, that is the posterior cord of brachial plexus. Now deltoid is supplied by axillary nerve and wrist extensors are supplied by radial. Both of these comes from the posterior cord of brachial plexus. Now here is a screenshot against my answer. You can also check the link in the description box to know more about this. Question number 24. Which of the following movement patterns is not likely to be seen among the children with cerebral palsy? Option A, scissoring gait. Option B, circumdactory gait. Option C, high stepping gait. And option D, bunny hopping. Now let's check out the answer. The answer of this question is option B, circumdactory gait. Because circumdactory gait is typically seen in adult hemiplegia and not commonly seen in cerebral palsy. Here is a screenshot against my answer. You can check the link in the description box to know more about this. Now question number 25 comes from delayed developmental disorder. The question states, while standing and holding onto a furniture, a 3-year-old boy with delayed motor development shifts his weight onto one leg and steps to the side with the other. This movement pattern is best described as option A, crawling, option B, creeping, option C, cruising, and option D, clawing. Now let's check out the answer. Now this is a picture that can give you an idea about the scenery. So the correct answer is option C, that is cruising. Cruising is the intermediate phase between creeping and walking upright. In this phase, baby shifts his weight onto one leg and steps to the side with the other. In a normal child, it develops around 12 months after birth. Now, before making more progress in the video, here is a short announcement. If you like my work and want to support me to carry out more projects like this, you can contribute by donating me any amount suitable for you. You can find the donation link in the comment box. Now get back to the video. Question number 26. The most desirable position of splint in CTS, that is carpal tunnel syndrome, is. Now, in short, carpal tunnel syndrome is the entrapment of median nerve at the carpal tunnel, right? So the options are: option A, wrist in 10 degrees of flexion; option B, wrist in neutral position; option C, wrist in neutral extension and radial deviation; and option D, wrist in flexion and radial deviation. Now let's check out the answer. Okay, so the correct answer of this question is option B, that is wrist in neutral position. The goal of splinting in CTS is to prevent inflammation. So splinting in wrist, in flexion or extension, will increase the pressure in the carpal tunnel, which in turn will increase the inflammation process. So the desired position of splinting is always in wrist neutral position. You can get the link of this article in the description box below. Question number 27. The patient with recent hip replacement should avoid the following. Option A, bending while sitting; option B, supported walking; option C, cross legs; and option D, abducted legs. Now let's check out the answer. Okay, so the correct option is option C, that is cross legs. Because in cross leg position, it can increase the tension in gluteal muscle groups, short rotators of hip, and other muscles that incised in the surgical process. To know more about this, you can follow the Broadsman Orthopedic Rehabilitation book, page 450. Now this is an image from that book for reference purpose. Question number 28. A fracture at floor of snub box most likely involves option A, hamate; option B, lunate; option C, scaphoid; and option D, pisiform, right? So all of these bones are carpal bones. I think most of you guys know the answer. Now let's check the answer. Okay, so the correct answer is option C, that is scaphoid. To know more about this, you can check the Apley and Solomon's Orthopedics and Trauma 10th edition book, page 807. You can also check the Physiopedia link that I have already given in my description box. Question number 29. According to Root, patients are evaluated to determine option A, range of motion, sensation and level of development; option B, muscle tone and level of motor control; option C, range of motion, sensation and muscle tone; option D, level of motor control, range of motion and sensation. Now let's check out the answer. In my opinion, the correct answer is option B, that is muscle tone and level of motor control. Basic principle of Root's approach include normalization of tone, ontogenic developmental sequence, purposeful movement and repetition of movement. So patients are assessed on the basis of muscle tone and level of motor control. To know more about this, I have already given a link in the description box below. Please check that out. Now final question of this segment, that is question number 30. Which of the following clinical findings is not typically associated with cerebellar degeneration? It's a very easy question. Let's see the options. Option A, athetosis; option B, dysmetria; option C, nystagmus; and option D, dysdiadochokinesia. Now let's check out the correct answer. Okay, so the correct answer is option A, athetosis. Athetosis is an extrapyramidal disorder due to involvement of basal ganglia. There are two types of extrapyramidal disorder, hyperkinesia and hypokinesia. Hyperkinesia includes dysphoria, athetosis, etc. Hypokinesia includes Parkinson's disease. So the answer is option A, athetosis. Thank you so much for joining me in this MCQ solving session. If you like this video, then please share it among your friends and subscribe to the channel for more contents like this. You can also join my Telegram channel to get all the book PDF, notes and more. Link is given in the description box. Thank you. See you in the next video.